Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to iCommand for another bonus video this week, a game log review. I thought it'd be fun to do another look at a list and a game played by Herbie's list, the Luke Cardoon list. Since we only got to see it played for 2 rounds in the last video, I thought it'd be fun to kind of run it back, and I saw that he was playing a similar list in another round of the Purgle League, and in this game he is playing against Kyle, who is playing an Empire list with ISB Infiltrators, Iden Versio, Thrawn, and he's got the new Scout Troopers that were updated for Season 8. I got a pretty big change halfway through Season 8, so I thought it'd be fun to see these guys in action as well with their updated abilities. He's also got an Officer, Rule by Fear, Zillow Technique, and what is that last card? Oh, that is the new Vader's Finest. So that is the 1-point update that gives a trooper unit 2 different special actions. One is to become focused, the other one is to move 1 space and perform an attack. So it's very powerful. Early on in Season 8 it got nerfed a little bit to its current form, but we'll get to see it in action here as well. The only difference here in Herbie's list, I think in the other round he was running Yoda, and now he has swapped that out for Gideon and Unshakable. Oh, nice. That makes sense. So Unshakable can remove a stun from Cardoon, but it made sense that he had Yoda in that spot in his updated version, because Yoda has a very similar ability that he can basically remove a harmful condition from a rebel figure at the start of its activation. So, kind of interesting to see the iterations on this list. But let's get into the gameplay here. We are playing on the Bespin Tibana facility, the Man in Carbonite mission. So this is this is the one where each player claims 2 mission tokens. Okay, so this is the one where when you defeat an enemy figure, you can put a mission token in its space, and then you can retrieve the mission token, take it over to the carbon freezing chamber here, and and how do I do this? Oh, there we go. To the carbon freezing chamber here, and interact with the chamber to score points equal to that figure's figure cost. So it looks like Herbie has initiative in round 1 here, and we're just getting started. Going to resolve Rule by Fear, discarding Take Initiative from Kyle's hand. Very interesting play. It makes sense because it wouldn't be live until round 3, although it's still risky because sometimes that Take Initiative in round 3 can be pretty crucial, and your opponent knowing that you don't have it can also be a big deal, since they don't have to save their negation for things. So now Herbie is free to use that negation on something like urgency or element of surprise without having to worry about Take Initiative there. So let's see, Kyle's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 activations, and Herbie has 8. So we're doing some passing here. And we've got R2, oh no, excuse me, Gideon activating, focusing Cardoon, moving R2 closer to that terminal, which would otherwise be too far away to interact with. We've got the Officer pushing an Imperial ISB Infiltrator up, which I'll throw up onto the window here. It'll be interesting to see what kind of combos we're going to see from the Infiltrators. They are able to perform attacks with their coordinated raid with the Scout Troopers, since those are figure cost 4 or less. We've got 3PO activating, focused up Luke, moved up to the door, the upper door. And that was the Scout Troopers that activated. Went ahead and focused up with the Vader's Finest card. Let's see if I can grab that for us to take a look at. There we go. There's the upgraded Vader's Finest. Used to cost 2 points for very similar abilities. Turned out it was a little too strong with that extra 2 movement and an attack at 1 point, but now very good. I guess also the single action, being able to focus with a single action was really what made it really good. But that's kind of crucial for its usability. Alright, R2 has drawn a card. Thrawn going to activate, so we're going to see a card flipped off the top. Oh no, is that Thrawn? No, Thrawn has not activated yet. Iden activating. So Kyle not opening his door yet. Herbie not either. Oh, spoke too soon. Looks like the ISB Infiltrator has opened the door. And Kyle still has another ISB Infiltrator, a group, and Thrawn. And the ISB Infiltrators can chain off of another group, so that one that already activated. If Herbie opens his door, Kyle could get 3 attacks off. Ooh, interesting. He's going to double move the second group up to the door. Oh no, okay. It's going to be 1 space back, and the other one is in the hallway. And it looks like CT is going to come up and perform an attack down the middle section against this ISB Infiltrator that was left in the middle hallway. This is going to be an unfocused attack, but it is going to be able to remove that hidden condition from the Infiltrator. And I feel like we're missing a die, but I don't see any cards that were played. Oh, it's all the way over there. Okay. My screen doesn't show the far right column unless I zoom in. But alright, there we go. So it looks like 3 damage to the ISB Infiltrator. Going to weaken as well, and then should be able to strip that hidden token. And then there's the barrage attack, but it's going to be a dodge with that extra white dice. And now we're going to see the Thrawn activation, strip a card off the top of Herbie's deck. Looks like Urgency was pulled off. Ooh, Thrawn playing New Orders. So that's a fancy trick. So he can ready the ISB Infiltrator standing next to him, which then allows that group, so the ISB Infiltrator across the map is now going to be able to activate. Where is that other ISB? Oh, it's the one. So he's going to ready, there's an ISB Infiltrator standing here. He's going to use that to ready this one as well with New Orders. So fun tricks there. And now we've got Baze activating. Gonna stay next to 3PO, which means he's not going to be able to benefit from any of his abilities that reward him for getting into the mix and being in line of sight of the enemy. Alright, and now the ISB Infiltrator going to be activating the one that was readied with New Orders. I don't think we're going to see any super crazy combos though, as CT was able to move back into a pretty safe spot. Not super safe, but nothing where Kyle can really take advantage, I think. Although he might get double tapped now that I look at it, because the other ISB can actually move up in coordinated raid to this one. So we'll probably see 2 attacks here, but one of them is not going to be hidden. Oh no, I guess at the end of reactivation it does become hidden. Alright, so hidden's going to get cancelled out by 3PO. So it looks like 3 damage into CT. And then I'm not sure which one exactly is attacking, but it looks like another 3 damage. One of them should not have hidden anymore. Oh, was it able to actually move up? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I see what happened. So it did move up. So they both were able to attack, and that means both are able to stay hidden, thanks to the In the Shadows ability, which hides them at deployment and also hides them at the end of their activation. So it's one of the balancing things to the Coordinated Raid ability, is if you use Coordinated Raid to attack twice with the same figure, it won't stay hidden for the rest of the round. But since Kyle was able to attack with both of them that round, they were both going to stay hidden going into the next round. Alright, so some light damage on each side. I would say Herbie kind of took the brunt of that, especially with Kyle getting initiative here in round 2. But Herbie does have the take initiative play, and looks like he's going to keep it. So no negation from Kyle. Going to exhaust Gideon for that card. And no, going to exhaust R2, and now going to activate CT. And he's going to barrage on that weakened Infiltrator. And it does get a dodge, and it's unfortunate. He does get to spread out some block tokens, though. Oh, and the second one's going to be a dodge as well. That was quite the unfortunate activation for CT, but it looks like he did that so he could pull CT back to safety and not be at such a high risk of losing a figure here. So now we're going to see the ISB Infiltrators double tapping. The actually probably triple tapping bays here. I'm not sure if this one has line of sight. Let's see from the top one. If you go 1, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, down. No, he can only see the top right corner of bays from his top right corner. So again, the hidden being cancelled out by 3PO's distracting ability, which is adding an evade. Looks like just 1 damage to bays there. Gonna move back, and now the second one going to attack. Oh, they're saying he could see bays. Was I wrong? From here? Yeah, I don't know how that happened. He could have moved forward and gone 1, 2, 3. I don't know how he did that. I'm pretty sure he can't see bays from that spot, but I might be wrong. Oh, now Bay's gonna get the triple block with the distracting. Looks like he's gonna take 1 damage from that, since he does get a surge through. Surge +2. Alright, gonna go back to Herbie. Got off with just 2 damage on Bays there. Okay, Gideon gonna focus CT and push him back into the far corner. He already has Luke, Cardoon, and Bays focused, so it kind of makes sense. Ooh, okay, Infiltrator gonna open Herbie's terminal door with his Infiltrator that he had moved up earlier. And now that other Infiltrator is going to be able to perform an attack with that one, targeting R2-D2. So you can see kind of the chain attacks you can make with these guys. Not great though. That is going to be 3 damage, Pierce 1. So 3 damage into R2 there. And he doesn't become re-hidden because it's not his activation. So again, you can see the balancing there. When you use Coordinated Raid to attack one of the Infiltrator, it does not get its hidden back until the end of its next activation. So let's see. Getting some power tokens here. Okay, Herbie activated... He already activated Gideon. Oh, he activated Bays and decided not to attack. So Herbie's being pretty conservative here. Probably biding his time until he can do a big activation swing with Cardoon or Jedi Luke. Oh, Thrawn going to be deep striking into the carbon freezing chamber room as well, pushing up into that far right corner. Okay, Jedi Luke is just going to hang out, so now it's up to Cardoon to make this big activation. And that was the Scout Troopers. Now it's just down to Iden and Cardoon, with Kyle going to have the last activation here thanks to that take initiative. So Cardoon going to go for a focused attack at range 4 on this Infiltrator, who's not hidden. Going to use Shock and Awe to swap that die for a red die. Once again, did the blue die way off to the right. So 4 damage it looks like to this Infiltrator. Oh, gonna use the reroll there. So that's gonna be 6 damage. Just 1 short of the kill. Although with Zilla Technique it's really more like 2 short. Iden gonna come up. And did she use the command card? How did she get up that far? Oh, she was right there already. So Aiden went 1, 2, 3, open the door, move 1 space back. So Aiden opening the door. All the doors open except for Kyle's terminal door. And no end of round, so initiative going to go back to Kyle. And now we can see that that take initiative is not going to have, would not have been useful to Kyle until the end of round, or until the next round, round 4. So probably good that he, not too unhappy that he discarded that to rule by fear, I'm sure. And we're going to see Call the Vanguard being played here by Aiden. So Aiden going to be able to perform a move and an attack in either order at the start of the round here with that 2-point command card. Able to spend the damage tokens she got and double them with Pulse Cannon. This is targeting 3PO. 3PO is going to have to reroll and does not get the dodge, so that is going to be a dead 3PO there. Going to put down the token, so that token's worth 2 points if he wants to pick it up, take it all the way to the chamber and interact. Luke does get the deflect damage here. Doesn't have line of sight to the Infiltrator though, so it looks like he's going to put it on the other ISB Infiltrator. Or did he put it on Aiden? Yeah, it looks like the other Infiltrator. Oh, to Aiden. Okay, so it's going to target Aiden with that. And now Herbie has his own Call the Vanguard. For the spy card here. Okay. So Cardoon gonna attack the 1 health Infiltrator. Doesn't use Shock and Awe here, since that is limited to once per round. So you have to be careful because the Cardoon can do multiple attacks with different command cards. So that is restricted to once per round. He's gonna take out the Infiltrator there. Picks up 3 points, or 4 points, excuse me. Didn't we make them? Oh, they are 4, because they're much better now. Alright. It looks like Strategic Shift being played by the Scout Troopers. So that is going to take out Herbie's hand. And how many did he have? Ooh, he had 6 cards in hand, so... did at least get to play Call the Vanguard before that happened, but yeah, I'm going to put him from 6 cards down to 2. And going to do the special attack with the Scouts. So that's with Vader's Finest. Going to do that. Move 1 space, perform an attack. And he is targeting Luke with this attack. Now, interestingly, Luke cannot ping damage back to them because he doesn't have line of sight, but he does have line of sight to the ISB Infiltrator right here, so he can still ping damage onto that ISB Infiltrator even though he can't see the Scout Troopers. Okay. Now we're going to see some interesting interactions here. The Scout Troopers' Find Weakness is negating Luke's built-in +1 evade. Still got an evade though, so it looks like he's going to cancel out, but they do get a reroll, and there they go. They got the second one because they really want to get that Surge for Pierce 1 and Weaken to enable their Exploit Weakness ability. So yeah, he is going to go for the 7 damage and Weaken. And how is he adding that +1 Surge though? Oh, it was hidden. So we're going to do 7 damage and Weaken to Luke, which is really rough. Now we're going to see... Ooh, and Concentrated Fire being played here as well from that Scout Trooper in the back who can see Luke from there. So that's going to add a red die to the attack, also focused. Ooh, with a power token. This is a big attack on Luke. Luke's got 9 health left, but I could see this doing the damage needed. Oh! Baze, getting in there with get behind me. Gonna take this attack for Luke. Fantastic timing on there. Gonna re-roll the red die with professional. So that's 3, 6, 7, 8. So 6 damage to Baze. And then Herbie, you're remembering to do the deflect. I can't deflect to the attacker. Yeah, so you wouldn't be able to deflect onto the scout trooper like he's doing because he doesn't have line of sight to them. And Luke's deflect ability requires line of sight. If we take a look. Hostile figure of your choice in your line of sight. Scout troopers say hostile figures form or spaces away from you cannot draw a line of sight to you. So he can't deflect to the scout troopers. And in this case, he can't deflect to the scout trooper, but he can deflect to Iden down here. Yeah, there we go. Oh, okay, never mind, he said he was attacking from there. So he actually couldn't deflect at all for that second attack because... Oh, well, wait, no, because you do not block line of sight. So he could deflect to Iden. So I think they got that a little mixed up there. I think they were forgetting to apply camouflage to the deflect ability on Luke. Alright, so we've got CT coming back out into the fight. Going to use the barrage ability. Going to attack twice here. Attacking Iden. Iden getting a triple block. Spends... Oh, gonna get a damage token with the surge. And do 1 damage to Iden. Okay. Going to use Element of Surprise here. Not sure what's going on with the... There's some confusion about adding a die. Oh, I see what they're saying. So that attack should have had a red die added. So the attack against Baze should have had a red die added from the... What was that command card? Concentrated Fire. But because they played Get Behind Me, they thought that they were supposed to take the red die out of the attack pool, but you actually keep it. The only thing that changes when you switch defenders, when you switch targets, is the defense pool. That resets, but the attack pool does not. So they're realizing Baze should have died to that attack. That's pretty far back. I think if they're going to do that, they should just rewind completely to that point and then restart play from there. But I don't know, are they gonna... Yeah, Herbie said he wouldn't have gone with CT. If you want to go back, I'm fine. And yeah, Herbie's saying now, you know, I have element. So that's unfortunate that they're gonna back up to that point. I'm not sure how I would rule that if it was like a tournament and I was a judge. I think I would probably say at that point, if you started playing command cards and using attacks and other things, it was a misplay by both sides and move on. Kind of late at that point, but it looks like they are going to back it up. So it's going to go with Jedi Luke instead. Going to do the free attack. Okay. Plays Element of Surprise to get rid of the white dice. Kills the Infiltrator. And then going to move back. So that was 2 moves, it looks like, and then 1 attack with Heroic, which lets him attack without spending an action. Okay. So it looks like Thrawn activated and moved up to the upper left corridor to safety. Oh, and it looks like he got rid of Son of Skywalker off the top of Herbie's deck, so that's rough. Oh no, he played Son of Skywalker. Is that what happened? No, he got rid of it, and now this is Gideon activating. Focuses up Cara Dune and pushes Luke deeper into his terminal room. Okay. Looks like the officer playing planning for Kyle. R2 Activating for Herbie. Oh, he had R2. He could have drawn that under different circumstances. R2's going to heal 1 damage and draw a card. Okay, Price of Glory being played by this. Alright, so the ISB Infiltrator able to move with Price of Glory. Got some power tokens, and now attacking CT. And playing Element of Surprise as well. Gonna finish off CT there. So Kyle now up 14-8. Second Infiltrator now able to move up and use Coordinated Raid to attack with the first Infiltrator. Gonna target Gideon this time. Ooh, that is a big one. So that's gonna be 6 - 1. So that's actually gonna be a one-shot kill, I believe, on Gideon. So now up to 17-8. Herbie gonna use Heroic Effort this time. Puts down another objective token. Alright, Cardoon gonna come up and make a range 2 attack here, since that wall is dividing them. He's gonna use Shock and Awe. Yep, gonna use Shock and Awe to swap the dice. Oh, there's another dodge. That's a lot of dodges. I think that's like the 3rd or 4th dodge against Herbie this game. That can be really tough to push through. So Iden gonna activate here. Gonna pick up Dio and get some tokens with Droid Kit. And gonna go into round 4. At least Herbie doesn't have to worry about take initiative here. And this is going to be the last round with the time limit. Going to use R2 to repair and draw a card. And that's going to give these Infiltrators a chance to attack Cardoon twice with Coordinated Raid. Actually 3 times. Once each and then once for Coordinated Raid. Cardoon not getting a defense bonus here either. She's not next to any special terrain. This is a hidden attack, so it's going to spend a block token at least. That's going to be 4 damage. And then, ooh, going to use Intelligence Leak here to discard. We've got Negation, Final Stand, Parting Blow, and Concentrated Fire. Discarding Negation. Interesting. Yeah, he doesn't really... I mean, if he can kill Cardoon, then that Parting Blow will not do Herbie much good, but if Kara survives this... Okay, I'm gonna use Coordinated Raid. And is that 5 damage? But that is a live Kara. So Kara can now respond by using Smash and Parting Blow to attack twice this round. So Kara gonna activate. Gonna attack the Infiltrator. No dodge. Uses Shock and Awe. Gonna re-roll. And gets exactly what he needs to one-shot that Infiltrator. And now he can move up. Oh, he's not gonna move up. He's gonna hide. Okay, that makes sense. Because if he loses Kara, that's 9 points. He might not be able to recover. So yeah, he's gonna move her into a defensive position. And now Iden. Oh, does Iden have line of sight? That is a tricky line of sight. Usually you would think she'd be pretty safe, but yeah, he's got line of sight from there. So Cardoon is not safe. She is gonna get that hunker down ability from being next to that blocking terrain. But it's not going to be able to stop the kill shot. Oh, did she not make range? She spent a power token, I thought. If she spent a power token, she gets +4 accuracy. From there it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She's got 5 accuracy on the dice, so she should have it. Yeah, and that's going to put Kyle at 26. Herbie is down to just Jedi Luke. And he's going to have to make a lot of points, and I don't think he can do it with just Jedi Luke. Throwing going to activate. Going to discard a card? Not sure. Okay, Jedi Luke going to move twice, and attacking Iden here. Unfortunately, even with the reroll, he's doing just 2 damage. Oh, 3 damage. And that is going to be GG's. This is the last round. And there you go. There's just a lot of figures to deal with in Kyle's list there, and a lot of attacks if you cannot clear those infiltrators out. And Kyle was able to string together some pretty clever attack combinations there with the ISBs, as he often does. And of course, if they keep dodging those attacks, they're going to stick around for a while. So there you have it. That was a fun game to watch. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you next week for another game log review.